Okay, let's analyze the position we have on the board. We are white, it's white to play. Now, an interesting observation here that black is up in material. Black has an extra knight compared to what we have, an extra pawn. So black is significantly up in material. Other critical elements we want to examine is the fact that this rook is staring at the standoff between those two rooks. So we can capture. It's a possibility to capture the rook. Just we need to understand if that's a good move or not. And we're looking at the black king, which is quite vulnerable, and we can see that our white king pretty protected, better protected than the black king for obvious reasons. And now we should also clearly see that this knight, the queen, the rook are all in a position to attack the king. So if you think about it, if we were able to clear this square by moving the bishop to another square, not on this diagonal, because it will block the queen from reaching the a5 square. But if we'll, let's say, move the bishop over here, we will clear the way for the queen to come in for a possible checkmate. So let's examine some possibilities. Now, this is clearly what is called a clearance tactic. You want to clear the square so another piece will be able to come in and create a very, very forcing move. And I think this is going to be a checkmate. So let's say we will move the bishop over here, which looks like a very, very forcing move because it's kind of a double attack. We have this possible checkmate here, and also we are not forcing, but threatening to take the queen to the next move. So we kind of created a double attack, which is a very, very strong move, but it seems to me to be the best move here. And let's think about what happens if black takes the bishop, then this is checkmate. The king has nowhere to move. This is blocked by the pawn, and all the rest of the squares are controlled by the queen, which is supported by the knight. Okay, now what happens if black takes queen? In order to protect the a5 square from the checkmate, we simply can just take the queen and gain significant material. Another possible move by black is actually to also protect the a5 square by moving the pawn forward, but which prevents obviously this checkmate, but then obviously also gains significant material by capturing the queen. So we can see that the important elements that we looked at are the fact that we examined the king's position. We saw that it's quite vulnerable. We have lots of pieces which can possibly look or attack the queen vicinity. We saw that we can bring the queen. We had to create a very interesting tactic, which is called clearance tactic, to evacuate this a5 square. And then we cleared the square with the most forcing possibility, which is basically attacking the queen. So I think this is it's not a difficult tactic, but I think it's very instructional. By the way, it's from a real game. So I think it's very instructional and can help you in terms of understanding clearance tactics, forcing moves, and by the way, one of the members suggested maybe instead is actually creating this fork. The thing is that black then has the ability, because they're up in material, to capture the rook and still be up material. So I don't think that's the best move, especially when we have the potential to win the queen or win the knee.